The Memoirs of Alexander the Great, the Unconquered King, speaks. Part 1. A Prince's Childhood. I, Alexander III of Macedon, was born in the royal palace of Pella in 356 BC, while my father, King Philip II, waged wars to unite Greece. My mother, Olympias, would whisper to me, "You are the son of Zeus himself." She spoke of prophecies that I would become the greatest king the world had ever known. I remember when I was 10 years old, they brought me a wild stallion named Bucephalus, a beast no man could tame. But I noticed he feared his own shadow. I turned him toward the sun, mounted him, and rode before the stunned crowd. From that day, Bucephalus was my loyal companion in battle. Part D. Surnum, Philip and the Throne. My father and mother were always at odds. He took many wives for politics, and once he shouted at me, "Boy, you must seek a kingdom of your own. Macedon is too small for you." But fate moves swifter than ambition. In 336 BC, during my sister's wedding feast, an assassin's dagger found my father's heart. I heard the screams, saw the blood on marble. I did not hesitate. I seized my sword and ordered the execution of every traitor. That day, I became King of Macedon. Part 3. The Dream of Empire. I inherited the finest army in the world, but Greece rebelled. I marched to Thebes and burned it to the ground, a lesson in fear. Then I looked east, where the Persian Empire sprawled like a beast waiting to be slain. I told my generals, "We will cross into Asia and take what is ours." Crossing the Hellespont. In spring, 334 BC, I stood on the shore, gazing at Asia. I hurled my spear into the enemy's soil and declared, "Asia is mine, a gift from the gods." The Battle of Granicus. My first true test. King Darius sent his satraps with an army, but we crushed them. A Persian nearly killed me, but Clytaeus saved me with a single stroke. After the battle, I sent 300 Persian shields to Athens, inscribed, "Alexander, son of Philip, dedicates these spoils from the barbarians." The Siege of Tyre. 7 months of blood and fire. We built a causeway across the sea, stormed their towers, and slaughtered their defenders. When the city fell, I crucified 2,000 men as punishment. Cruel? Perhaps, but war is merciless. Egypt, son of Amun. They welcomed me as a liberator at Ansiwa Oasis. The priest bowed. "You are the god's son." I smiled. Whether truth or trickery, the title served me. I founded Alexandria, saying, "This city shall eclipse all others." And so it did. 30. Part 4. The Fall of Darius. After Eupeirus and Gaugamela, Darius fled like a coward. We chased him until we found his body, betrayed by his own general, Bessus. I gave Darius a king's burial, then had Bessus tortured for his treason. Part 5. India, Where the World Ends. At the Friorn, Hydaspes River, we faced King Porus and his war elephants. The battle was brutal, but we prevailed. When I asked Porus how he wished to be treated, he said, "As a king." So I let him rule as my vassal. But my men, oh my men, after 10 years of war, they wept and refused to march farther. I had no choice but to turn back, though I longed to see the edge of the world. We marched through the Gedrosian desert, where thousands perished. I heard their curses, but greatness demands sacrifice. Part 6. Death in Babylon. Back in Babylon, I dreamed of Arabia and Rome. But in June 323 BC, after a feast, fever took me. My body burned. Blood filled my lungs. I knew I was dying. My generals gathered, asking, "Who shall inherit your empire?" I whispered, "To the strongest." Then darkness. Epilogue. My final words. Now, as I write these memoirs in my final hours,